Okay, so we're back. We're back for another not the right game. I guess let's just take a look at it, man. I clicked on it by accident. I don't even know what game it is, but we're just gonna see it, see if it's good. So, yeah. Well, by the way, today we're taking a look at some Phobies games, and we're checking out some of the mistakes I or my opponents made during these games. So first thing I do, I bring out a freaking bow mangles. The classic bow mangles. I usually like to use them when I don't have a particular strategy to go to. I just use the bow mangles to start off the game really strong because the range is nice, and also really strong HP. It's good, like a really good counter against the murder wing, which I like. And we're playing against Will Smith actually, which is nice. He starts off with an erratic. That's the early game erratic. That's kind of Chad behavior, if you ask me. But honestly, I'm like, I don't care. I'm just gonna take the capture points and tank the damn damage. Dude, when was that game? I don't even remember. That's crazy. Okay. Then I just use the sheep to poison the erratic. Fart, big fart. The sheep dies though. Next turn, the sheep dies. That's no. Oh, but the bow mangles dies too. Okay, that's probably a game that I lost, to be honest. Doesn't look good. I definitely made a mistake by hitting the erratic with the bow mangles once, because the freaking jar cannon is so strong. Okay, so what do we do here? We obviously need to stay far away from this erratic. Pull out a primate. The primate is strong. Okay. We need to run away from the bat too. So bat, if it gets closer, it can pretty much one-shot the jar cannon. Sure. Bunch of units come forward. That's nice. So okay, so now the opponent just took control of the whole freaking map. That's nice. Still able to kill this skeleton deer or whatever. And you'd see, okay, so erratic dies. We're back on a few capture points. Are we gonna be able to say, okay, yeah, I think this game is definitely screwed. I think at this point I go for the heart because I got a little bit more damage on the heart, but my opponent got like definitely way more keys than I do. I mean, if we just do the math, that's 9 keys, that's 11 keys plus 5, that's 16 keys. I got 7 keys in terms of like phobies plus the keys that you have banked. So I just say frick it, just try to go for the heart. I'm losing anyway. I mean, we did, how many mistakes did we do? I think that the biggest one was the bow mangles getting like completely screwed up at the beginning. But after like outside of that, I think the game was fine. Maybe maybe not. Whatever. So we go for it, but obviously, like, look at that. The heart is just has too much HP to be able to be killed. Because then the turn after that, I mean, you're just like completely screwed, you know. Okay, that was a quick game. Not too much interesting stuff. Just gotta make sure always, guys, don't keep your clowns inside of jar cannon range, because you're gonna get crushed. All right, next one. Traps out here, and like, look, that makes it so hard for my enemy to move in. And by the way, he can't see these traps. These traps are invisible for my enemy, so if he comes in, he's gonna die. Okay, so guy pulls out Gravedigger and Unbearable, very strong units. I don't really know what I should do here. I still have the capture point, and we're wrecking the heart right now. We're doing a lot of damage. So move my enemies in, my phobies in. I got as usual the bow mangles. He's always a classic. I mean, just to complete the squad, I think we're only missing like Baby Sneaky. Okay. And he pulls out the freaking bow mangle. So we pretty much got the same team, except that we have 3 phobies that are different, which is 60%. So we definitely don't have the same team. What I do here is weird. I just try to use my Venus to trap this jar cannon here. I don't know if I did the math here, but I don't think you cannot kill the Venus unless you move the jar cannon. I think. Or unless you don't move the jar cannon. In that case, you kill the jar cannon and you trade the jar cannon with the Venus. And anyway, like the Venus wasn't doing much in this game, so I was okay with sacrificing it. Probably. So now we get this really kind of cracked formation here, because my opponent can definitely kill a few of my phobies, but I can come back to him, do a bunch of damage on his guys. Don't know if I actually have the upper hand in this game though, because I definitely have more capture points, but I think he can just take back control if he does it correctly. Although the Venus traps are going to be a big factor. Right. So he's going to kill the Venus. And I actually don't think I did the math right, because he can just... Yeah. Yeah, he can move the jar cannon. I just think he doesn't choose to. Maybe he can't. Whatever, he's dead. Now, we're gonna kill the unbearable pretty easily here, and you're gonna be weakened by a little bit. Okay. So at that point, I think we just have to go back a little bit, maybe. Or no, he pushes in really hard. So actually, no, we just killed this boy here, the gravedigger. Okay, and okay, that's actually a pretty good move. I use this cowbell here to protect my bowmangles. I don't think he can die now. Maybe he can. Oh no, he definitely can. Okay, sure. So my whole team is wiped out. That's very nice. But look at this heart. Look at this heart. All the time that it took to get back the control of the game. I mean, sure, you look at how many keys I have. I literally have 5 keys. My opponent has 8. How do I count? 6. Yeah, 6, 12, 15. So he has 3 times my amount of keys. But the heart is really weak, okay? So what I do, you gotta be very careful when you do this. The bat dies, okay? Then we go here on this capture point. This makes it really, really hard for my opponent, because he needs to capture 2 capture points stat, okay? He's now at 50 HP on the heart. It's really, really close, okay? But consider he's got a lot of phobies. First thing he does, I mean, he's gonna try to kill my Saki? Sure, he's got the 2 capture points. Now what can he do? You gotta make sure that you're... I was thinking here, he has to kill my my baby sneaky, because if he doesn't, I just take it, go to the heart, hit it once, we win, okay? The problem is I didn't consider what he did, which is just body block him. I didn't really think that was like an option. Just forgot about it. But he body blocks me so that I can't get to the heart, right? And he attacks me while he's at it. Sure. So that's tough. That's really tough. So at that point, I'm thinking, am I just screwed here? Am I gonna lose 50 damage away? Because my units are weak now. Look. Super weak. I attack the what's his name? Klepto. I attack him twice. He dies. Sure. The reason why, well, mostly is because we can heal off of it. We also get the Saki here so that none of the, the cat can't get in, so that the baby sneak is still alive. But at that point, like, what can I do? What can I do? And I was thinking that, well, I mean, this was an async game, by the way, so I wasn't really thinking in real time. Okay, what he does, he essentially wrecks my whole team. He shaves me down to 138 HP. Very, very tough. And he's still body blocking me, so I can't get to the heart. And I remember at that point, I was like, I can't do anything. I was like, what the heck? Am I really gonna lose this way? And I just realized that my opponent left for practically no reason the capture point, the panic point, open. So I could just walk all the way up to it and just do a little bit of bunker damage, or I mean of heart damage, or whatever you want to call it. I win the freaking game. That one was incredible. Okay. Alright, so we're going on a next one here. My guy comes out with a lot of little units. At the beginning of the game, we got a Contortio, a cat. And I'm like, you know, just pull out your trusty Bowmangles. That's fine. And then he surprised me with a bit of a counterplay here. He saw my Bowmangle and he decided to come out with a Temptress, which is a great counter because it's got some electrical damage. But usually, I mean, it happens quite a bit. I play the Bowmangle play a lot, and whenever I see a counter here, either, you know, like a Temptress or like, I don't remember, Thunder Rocks, I think it's what it's called. Is that a Pokemon? I don't think so. Maybe. Maybe I'm mixing them up. But I just use the baby Snaky to protect my Bowmangles, because the Bowmangles, he's like in the back line anyway. He's not in the front lines. He's dishing the damage from a little bit of range away, which I think protects me a little bit from the Temptress. So I don't think it's too bad. But it was a good idea to use it though. So I come out pushing. I got a cat, and he's out also with a strong unicorn. The unicorn, I think, is really, really strong, by the way. Don't know if you guys would agree. The only times I've seen it, I'm like, dude, this thing should be a 3 key, honestly. But maybe not. Maybe he's a little too weak. Don't know if you guys agree. But, okay. We come out. We bring the Bowmangles forward, and we capture a few capture points. And a good old Murder Wing to finish it off. I mean, the opponents got too weak. His opponents on the board are too weak to actually get any of these units here. Well, the cat, yeah, but we don't care about it. So I feel relatively safe about my play here. I get a bit of board control, which is nice. What does he do? I mean, he kills the cat and retreats a little bit. And he doesn't decide to push. I think that was a right play. And then I did a big mistake. I decided to go real greedy, okay? So you'll see I used the baby Snaky to attack the unicorn. So essentially, I use all my my phobies to just go forward and risk it all for the kill on the unicorn. I also get 3 capture points. So you'll see, you'll think that I got the whole board control, but the whole thing is gonna shift in no time. He kills my baby Snaky. He captures the capture point. At that point, I think it's time for me to just get away, because they have really strong units, okay? We're talking about the Temptress and the Ginston that are going to rush my Bowmangles, my Murder Wing, which is very weak, and my Jar Cannon. So we need to go away, maybe get some strength back. We're already... Oh, I actually have the same amount of... I was going to say we're in the lead for the heart, but we are not. We're actually exactly at the same place. But I did a mistake here. I fought for this kill on the Contortio. I grabbed the capture point back, and I didn't even move back with my Jar Cannon and my Bowmangles. Big mistake, because you'll see here, opponent's just able to... I mean, I just want to show you what he did. It's pretty simple, but still. Comes out, uses him to get the Murder Wing. And does he actually pull out a Jar Cannon? Okay, he doesn't. Does that mean I killed it? No. He could have put the Jar Cannon here, kill my Murder Wing, and I think just kill my whole team almost. Or done a lot of damage on my Bowmangles. But he uses his keys to grab a few little units to eventually grab the capture points. So my whole team was essentially just like killed off everyone besides the freaking Bowmangles, and he's way deep in the enemy lines here. So I decide there's a few mechanical units on my opponent's team. Perfect time to use a erratic, but at that point you'll see that just, I mean, we can't count the keys. I'm sure I'm a little bit lower on the keys and way lower on the board control because I've just left the whole control of the middle of the map to my opponent. He's got the 3 panic points, and the whole time, the rest of the game, I'm just gonna skip it ahead a little bit. I just fought for the middle of the pack, and he just came into my freaking house and beat me the frick up. I'm not joking. I still defend myself pretty well. You'll say I killed a few units. I use a primate here. Keep in mind the HP of the heart is going down. Enemy retreats, and he's still strong, man. All his units here, they got decent HP, decent attack. We killed the spider, but who cares? I tried to get a bit of board control back because we need to defend our heart. I'm out of keys, and look, my units just destroys me here. We're left with crumbs. We die, and there's nothing we can do to defend ourselves. Well, that was it for this game. I just want to maybe finish the video on a good note. That was a game I played very recently against a very strong pay-to-win player, probably pay-to-win. I don't want to make any quick judgment, but it looks like it. And okay, game starts with, get ready for it, am I gonna be able to click on it? A level 10 spider Henrietta. I looked at that, I was like, bruh, this game is gonna be a mess. I'm never gonna win. Okay, so as usual, I use a good old cat and the bow mangles, because I mean, might as well, you know. Guy pulls out, beginning of the game here, a jar cannon, which I don't think I've ever done, but I don't really blame him because his jar cannon is level freaking 14. Okay, I would probably do the same thing. I was not very happy about it though. But you gotta make sure don't pressure the capture point too fast. We gotta bait your opponent into taking it, I think. Oh, never mind, I took it. Oh, okay, never mind. I took the capture point, but I think about it a little more now. I think that's actually fine because he was gonna be able to kill the cat anyway. Okay, so I use a murder wing here. That's probably a pretty good play. Just to pressure this spider here. The spider got a lot of HP, 825 HP for level 1 unit, or 1 key unit I should say. It's definitely not a level 1. And he moved the spider once. Why would you do, I guess, I don't know, man, it looks sussy to me. It's pretty fine, it looks fine, because he wants to protect his jar cannon. It's actually totally fine. Okay, so the mistakes have not started yet, okay? This game's looking pretty even. Relatively, not in terms of level, but in terms of like position. So I kill his spider, he kills my cat. Who cares? I am able to get 2 capture points though, 3 capture points, and that allows me to get a little damage on the heart eventually. I pull out as usual the freaking baby snakey. I don't have too many phobies in my collection, so I kind of have to use the same phobies like over and over again. And then I don't know, man, he uses this guy. Oh, it's like a dinosaur or something. It's called Fetch. Got a lot of HP, lot of damage, and push back. And then he's like, wait, why would you do that? Oh, that was a mistake. He just, okay, so my guy just pulls out a come on, murder wing. My brain's fried, okay? And he pulls it out without attacking any of my units, right? No, he does attack. Yeah, no. Okay, he does attack the bow mangles. That's fine. So we kill the murder wing. We gotta make sure to do this in this order, by the way. So I think one of my opponent's problems is he didn't use a range unit to counter my units here. He needs to go in, and I can just like sort of run away from him in order to beat him, beat the Fetch here. So anyway, what was I even saying? I don't even know, dude. Okay, so I bring in the murder wing, hit him for 1. He's already down to 1000 HP, which is nice. And I use a good old jar cannon here to you know, a consistent 500 damage each turn. That's nice. It's not 600 damage like my opponent, but it's fine. So as expected, he kills a few of my units. I mean, wasn't a perfect formation here, and he's gonna use a spud here to protect the jar cannon. Right, totally fine. But I mean, obviously, I'm gonna get his 5 key unit here, and he just throws it out like it's nothing. Keep in mind, the only thing he did with this unit is do 700 damage. I've probably done more damage with my, I don't know, cat in some games before, you know. It was probably not a very good investment. IMO. So we kill him, and we're actually good to use the jar cannon to kill him and get the capture point back. Okay, so we're just getting those capture points back. He tries to capture them. I think he should have just used the 1 key unit to get this one at the top here. Would have made a big difference. But I don't think he does it. Maybe he does it this turn. Finally, he's able to kill my bone mangles. I'd be curious to see how much damage he did. Okay, he used a 3 key unit to get it. Okay. Fire dog, a very try-hard fire dog, level 10. This is so dangerous. It's such a good unit. Okay. I decide to go after it and kill it before it can do any more damage, I think. And am I going to be able to do that? I think yes. And I was also able to bank to like 6 keys. I'm not going to use these keys though. I'm just going to use 4 on the primate. I think the primate makes some sense here. I mean, it does a lot of damage, obviously. And is he gonna go after my... Yeah, he goes after my jar cannon, which is definitely interesting. He trades essentially like a spud against a jar cannon. I don't think it's that bad of a play here. And he finally... He uses a cat here to, I don't know, get closer to the capture point, but I don't think that makes any sense. My guy is just using like these small units here that I can just kill off pretty easily with my my self-healing undead phobies here. So I kill a spud, and I use the ability on my primate to get 2 hits on this dog here, and I bring in a Hevo. Sure. And honestly, I look at this game now, and at that point, it was going to be really hard for my opponent to come back, man. I'm not sure at this point how I lose it. And keep in mind, my opponent had like these level 10s the whole game. I'm not totally sure what I did that made this game that made it so good for me. Honestly, I think the main problem my opponent did is there was probably a time where he was I cannot speak. He was going to be able to use, I mean, yeah, he was going to be able to get this capture point pretty easily. He just did not do it. That was a big problem. The big reason why he took so much damage on his heart. Probably some weird decisions early game with the 5 key fetch that probably didn't do much. And I don't know, just I use a microscopic at this point because I don't have any good 3 key units left. What is he gonna do? I think he's able to kill the primate. Yes. But I can respond back by killing his whole team pretty much. I mean, he's still left with a level 14 jar cannon and a level 10 Gesundheit. But the heart is really weak, and he needs to capture any of these capture points really quickly. And that's tough to do without sacrificing any of your units, by the way. So, I mean, he tries to, but obviously, I kill the jar cannon, I kill the Gesundheit next, and I win. Against a level 43 player, by the way. I'm not doing this to flex, okay? I don't think I played that well anyway, but I just did the right moves at the right times. It was a very one-dimensional game. It was not necessarily very complicated. It was just, I think it was just I had the right units and he did not. He didn't really have any right matchups. Anyway, thanks for watching. these little game reviews here. I think they're a bit of fun. I don't know if you guys are gonna like it or not, but hey, tell me in the comments if you do. And I don't know, I'll see you in the next video.